Hey friends, I am Catherine and today I want to paint this leaf bowl that we sculpted the other day. I'm thinking green and pink. You know those leaves that get pink in their centers when the colors are turning? Like that. I'm feeling that. So for that, to that end, I have got some Apple Barrel Christmas Green. And to add a little bit of different color to that, I've got some Deco Art, let's see, Sour Apple. This is called Sour Apple. Then for pink, I don't actually have a pink paint, but I do have white and red, which is the exact same thing. So I've got Deco Art White and Delta Cream Coat Red. All right, let's pull over a bit of scrap paper to mix it on and get started. I think we will start off with the Christmas green and just load that on the entire bowl and then go back through with the other colors afterward and see how we end up. Oh, that's actually brighter than I was expecting. I mean, I know what color it is and everything, but it's just, I thought it was a darker green. That's okay. This took, actually, since I rolled this out thinner than the last bowl we did, this didn't take as much time to dry. The last one took about a week to dry, but this one took about 4 days, which is not so bad actually for waiting time. Oh, there we go. It's drying darker. See, I knew it was going to be darker. I just had to wait for it to get that way. All right, just green, green everywhere. Okay. Try and make it consistent. Try being the operative word there. We'll see how well that actually works out. Let's see, all the way around, up one side and down the other. All right, something sort of like that. Okay, and then get all of the edges. Hopefully. Might need a different brush for that. Let me see what I've got. See? This will do it. This will do nicely. Okay, let's just coat that around that inside, make sure that it's all covered in there, and pull out any excess paint because it was kind of closing in that space. And then bring it on the inside of those. Perfect. Sometimes you need a smaller brush. Go. All on the inside of there. Excellent. And up in there. Sorry, kind of trying to concentrate on this. Oh, dropped a little bit of paint. That's what I've got parchment paper down for. Actually, I think this might be wax paper. Actually, I don't think it honestly matters. go. A little bit more and there. Okay. All right, coming along. And this is really soaking in the paint. Not that I'm surprised. This this clay, once it dries, is pretty absorbent. There we go. Just down the edge, make sure I get it in, work it in really well, and on the inside curve really well. I don't want any of the clay color to show through the paint. Once I'm done painting it, I want it to be painted. There we go. Okay. Turn it and get the inside over here. Perfect. There we go. All right. Inside there. Okay. Okay, that should be all the enclosed ones. Now I just have to finish up the outside edge, and I just rested that against my hand. I'm going to have paint all over my hand now. That's okay. It'll be what it is. So, while I'm working on this, do you want to hear a terrible joke? It's a really terrible joke. Like, it's really awful. You probably don't want to hear it. And if you don't want to hear it, that's excellent, because it will give me happiness to tell it to you anyway. So, terrible joke. Why did the bicycle lie down? He was too tired. I told you it was a terrible joke. It's like a really awful one. Do you want to hear another terrible joke? Of course you do. You're a captive audience. I was driving by a cemetery the other day, and my father told me I'm not going to be buried there, and I said, "Why not?" And he said, "I'm not dead." It's not funny to joke about burying people alive, but it is a terrible joke. And there are lots of different definitions of terrible joke. That happens to be one of them. Go. All right, come on. We're going to have to put out more paint. And I do. I have paint all over my hand. That's okay. It'll be fine. More paint it is. All right, almost done with that edge. And then I can do the back, and then we can get to the really fun parts. Okay, perfect. Get rid of that paintbrush, flip the whole thing over, and grab back up our stencil brush and do the back. Because it's really great for painting large swaths of area quickly. right. That. Perfect. Okay. There we go. A little bit more. And we'll be awesome. Let this soak in for just a second. Okay, set it down, let it soak in for just a second, and while that's soaking in, rinse out our brush. Oh, even more green. This whole painting thing is going swimmingly. All right, brush, all rinsed out, or at least close enough. Now let's grab our lighter green. Actually, shake that back up a little bit, and then put out a little bit of the lighter green. I don't know how much it'll take, hopefully not too much. And grab back up our bowl, and just dab our stencil brush into the lighter green, and then tap off some of the paint and brush just right around the edges. Just a little bit. And then tap up a little bit more if you're running low, and just right around the edges. There we go. Something like that. That I actually kind of like. That's not too bad, even if it is just me saying it. All right, flip the whole thing over and do the same to the other side. Go. Pick up a little bit of paint and brush it around the edges. I'm gonna have to put out a little bit more paint. I almost got all the way around it. That might do it. Put out a little bit more paint. I'm just using a bit of scrap paper, and I am tapping the excess paint off, and then going back in around the edges over again. Go. Okay. Right at the edges. And there. Now I could stop right there if I wanted to. I actually really like that. But let's see if we can't take it a step further, yeah? We're going to, as I said a moment ago, mix some white and red to make pink. Now we're going to want to mix enough pink to do the full project. So we'll mix some up and then see if we feel like it's enough, because we will probably want to make extra, because it's better to have too much than too little. Alright. That is a pretty good pink, I think. And it's probably enough. Do I want it a little bit lighter? I think I do. I think I want it a little bit lighter. Let's add just a little bit more white to that. See how that works out. Okay, that's better. That's more the color I'm looking for. Perfect. Okay, then wipe this off, because I don't want to leave paint to dry on it. Okay, and then grab back up our stencil brush and try and make sure that it's as rinsed out as it's going to get, which is really not very rinsed out at all. It's pretty darn heavily green still, but that's all right, because we'll just tap it into the pink and then tap that off, and then take and tap the pink right into the center. Just right at the center and working its way outward. Awesome. There we go, all the way out. Ooh, I'm liking how that's turning out. Nice. Oh, I forgot to tap that off a bit. There we go. And last section for the inside of the bowl, and then I can flip it over and do the outside. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. I'm very happy with that. All right, opposite side. Tap the excess off, and then start right there, and then go to the next section. And the next section. and so on down the line. It's less clear on the back where the sections fall. That's all right. It's an interpretive media anyway. It'll be fine. Go something like that, and a little bit more pink, and right out to the edges. There we have it. Pretty nice, even if it is just my opinion. If you liked this, definitely let me know. I am glad to share the things that I make with you. If you want to see more things like this, remember to subscribe. And if you don't want to see more things like this, why not? I put up new videos every day, so there is always something new for you to come and see, and I hope that you do enjoy it. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!